Oh, girls just wanna have.
Welcome back to episode 9 of Girls Gone Sports Podcast. Girls Gone Sports Podcast. Oh, we're lost in a cloud.
Our last single-digit podcast.
Ooh. Hey, Santina.
Hi, Jeanine.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm feeling very refreshed. Santina and I just went on vacay. That's why there was no episode last week. If you guys saw on Instagram, which you should be following us if you really, truly want any kind of updates about our podcast. We are Girls Gone Sports Pod right on Instagram. Follow us.
Right there.
Yep. You'll see any updates, all that good stuff.
You'll see some Elvis stuff.
Speaking of Elvis.
Wait. Happy Easter. We didn't get to say
Happy
that.
Easter, everyone. We hope you enjoyed, whether you celebrated Christ resurrecting or you celebrated with the Easter bunny and some chocolates. We want to say Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Elvis, happy Easter.
Happy Easter, Elvis. We miss you. Well, speaking of Elvis, to circle back already. We're 2 minutes in, not even.
That's fine.
Santina and I went to Memphis, Tennessee
Yay.
for spring break.
So much fun.
Santina, what did we do while we were there?
Okay. So first, plane was fine. Plane ride was fine. Then we get there. Guys, we're like, okay, we're going to just take a quick nap. And then
I remember this vividly. That's why I'm in laughter. I remember this vividly.
We said, okay, we're going to take it. Well, first we ate and then we're going to take a quick nap.
Right.
It was 1:45. We got up to the room. We're like, okay, 2 to 5, we'll take a nap. We set the alarms. And then all of a sudden, Jeanine rolls over and all of a sudden I hear, hello?
I didn't want to wake you up either.
It's 8:30.
Yeah. Wait, so we slept from 2 to 8:30?
Yes.
Like a full night's sleep.
Yep.
We were because our flight was granted like an hour and a half away.
Shout out Joe and Brittany.
Thank you guys for taking us free Ubers.
Yeah. Woo.
Woo. At like 6 a.m., right, was our flight? Or 5:15.
We had to leave at like 3:30.
It was ridiculous, but we'll do anything.
Worth it.
We had to save $200. I mean, the podcast has to be funded somehow.
The turbulence was scary, though.
Guys, there was turbulence beyond. I've never experienced this type of turbulence. Like, when they say that there's going to be no snacks on the flight due to turbulence, you're in for some real stuff.
That's where I started debating if I really wanted to go.
I said, still, can I get a Coke or a ginger ale, some pretzels,
but
nothing?
Then the first flight, we got upgraded to BFC.
Right, BFC, back first class.
Yeah, it was really
We were the back row. No one could bother us.
right near the bathroom.
That turbulence really hit.
Yeah.
I was praying. I was holding on to Santina going, God, please get us through this. And you know what? He did, because we're here for episode 9.
And then we took a picture with the pilot.
Guys.
That was fun.
Life hack. Do you know you could just go to the, I almost said waitress, the stewardess, and be like, hey, can we get a pic with the pilot?
Yeah.
And they'll let you.
Well, because I was Googling and I was like, can you take a picture with the pilot? And they were like, well, Google said no. And then they said, well, maybe if you ask. So Jeanine asked, and then she got to sit in the actual pilot seat. That was really fun.
It was very comfortable. It was furry, but when you've had furry Crocs for 3 years and they're kind of matted.
Matted down.
It was kind of that, but it was comfortable. The pilot asks us what we were doing. I said, thank you so much for taking us on the safe flight. I shook his hand. So basically I flew the plane.
You got us there.
I did.
Yep.
Safe and sound.
You fought through the turbulence.
I did. And go ahead. Sorry. I was going to say, we had a layover. I don't even know if you consider this a layover, a stop.
Yeah.
Just when you stop for an hour, 2 hours in DC.
The airport was pretty.
Right. And the amount of people in suits. I'm like, did I underdress? I'm wearing sweatpants and a tee.
We were like this, lawyer, Congress.
I'm like, they're a congressman, they're a lawyer, they're a secretary or something. They work in Washington.
But it was so fun.
It was a good time.
All the suits, and then you just see us there, tired, sweatpants.
Hair up in a claw clip. Just sick.
Random Crocs. I had this random Pokemon Croc charm on mine. It was...
Well, I mean, it was part of the aesthetic.
Yeah, that's
the
what
airport aesthetic. Yep. And then when we got to Memphis, warm,
Yeah. It was
Very
hot.
nice compared to like 20-degree weather and snowing that we just left.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a good time. I love Tennessee. Everyone was so nice. That Southern hospitality is real, guys.
Yeah, and everyone had their nails done.
Yep. That's the kind of place I need to live.
Okay, can I say my one comment that made me really laugh?
Yeah.
So we said where, like, the girl asked where we were from. We said it. But then she was like, oh, I've always wanted to, like, go there. It was a whole different state. It wasn't even where we were
She got
from.
confused. It's okay.
She's so sweet.
New Jersey,
though.
New York, same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. Yeah. Everyone was
You
so
got it.
nice. The food was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
It was so good.
It was just amazing. And just going to Graceland. Like, you think, like, I mean, the Elvis movie was a huge hit in 2022 with Austin Butler and all those great actors and producers and directors.
Austin.
But we love you, Austin. If you want to come on the podcast, we'll have you anytime. Just actually going to Graceland was just like like once in a lifetime opportunity, right? Like going to like all these museums, seeing these artifacts and things, and going into his house that he actually stepped foot in
Twice. If you guys ever go, you have to get the ultimate VIP package.
Oh yeah, shout out Liz. You were
my
a
God,
great.
Liz, we love you,
Liz.
We got to hold one of his cape jacket things.
Yep, and we got a free lunch, a voucher.
Yeah, Vernon's, you got 4 meats, 2 sides, a dessert, bread or cornbread, and a drink.
Cornbread was really good.
Yeah, that was
I thought it was worth it. And plus we got to go into the house as many times, like Elvis's Graceland property, as many times as we wanted. And you think, like, when I went, I'm like, oh, it's just the house. There's a backyard. There's
the racquetball.
There's a
building.
racquetball building. There's his dad Vernon's office. There's this whole other like portion for his like was it like you know, the building where I had like Lisa Marie's like crib and like random
what was
badges
that,
he had.
the trophy room.
It was like a trophy
building?
room, yeah, but that wasn't like his actual like records. That was in a whole other thing in the Graceland property. It was truly amazing. Like, me and Santina are already planning when we're gonna go back.
I mean, he asked us to go there, so it was,
I mean, Elvis personally invited us, and we slept at the Graceland property,
and we flew on the Lisa Marie.
Literally, we got to go on the plane. Are you kidding me? Like,
And someone's cologne smelled so good, and that's all I kept thinking
it was
about.
Elvis.
He was there with the bed in plastic.
Oh, do you think they do that to preserve? So there was
Yeah.
like a bed, because like I guess like with airplanes now and stuff, like famous people, you know, they sleep if they have like a 14-hour flight, or if they're going to like Sydney, Australia, which is forever. You're going to want to sleep. You're not going to want to be upright. So they have beds. So the beds and the seats were all covered in plastic, which I'm assuming is to preserve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The one, Elvis, he would have been on this podcast, because that one room downstairs, remember the blue and yellow one with that scary little like statue thing with the TVs? Every time we went in there, I was like, that thing is so scary.
Yes.
So he had the 3 TVs in the wall, and he would have them always playing football.
Same.
Yeah.
He had YouTube TV before YouTube.
What is that, the red zone?
Yeah,
Where
the red zone.
the 8 different ones?
He was able to look at all the games before that was, well, like, timeout.
Okay.
Like, do you think he had the audio from all of them playing at once?
Oh my God. I feel like that's just what was going on in his head at all times. That's what it's.
Hound dog touchdown, Lisa Marie. Do you think he knew Carrie Underwood, guys?
Yeah, he dated her.
He dated her. Well, then he dated me afterwards. Wait, can you just like start saying like random football like jargon, like vocab, and then I'll start saying it. This is probably what it sounded like when you watched all 3.
False start.
And then over here we got with the false start, and then over here we got the touchdown, and we got Josh Allen passing it to whatever. Oh yeah, that's pretty much probably what. And it was 3 TVs. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, and then he also had a record player in it that they said he would be playing, but he said music would be constantly playing. So imagine that. So start talking about football.
Ready? So over here we got a touchdown and number 34. Wait, do you remember like those Beat speakers that like kind of like were like in the mouth of a character and like they had feet and eyes?
Oh, the Beats pill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think he had one of those? We are probably the youngest and most unserious people there.
Yeah.
We love you. And then some people were shocked that we knew the lyrics. I'm like, we're not spending like hundreds of dollars to not.
Even though we've seen like one Elvis movie, and it was the Elvis movie with Austin.
That is Elvis. What do you mean?
And then every night at 9 o'clock they were handing out like PB&Js.
Right.
And this chocolate milk was so good. Oh my God. And the lady that was serving it was so cute.
I just remember, like, I've never had chocolate milk like that before. Like, you think, like, oh, cafeteria chocolate milk is, like, the best kind of milk, right?
Yeah.
And then you try this milk from just Graceland. Like, it was just delicious. I had probably 3 cups. I had 2 peanut butter and jellies.
But now, Jeanine was joking when she said this, but the little lady, the last night, she was like, oh, this is my secret recipe. We're like, oh, thank you so much. It's so good. We walk away. Jeanine goes like this. Tastes a lot like Nesquik to me.
I'm like, lady, I know you're lying, baby. You don't gotta lie.
Oh, and those gift shops.
The gift shops had me in a financial choke hold.
Guys, we kept going back to gift shops when we got
like, it was just gift shop after gift shop after
But when we
gift shop.
got home, like on our way home from the airport to my house, Jeanine was looking at our bank account. She was like, where is this random charge from?
I'm like, where's this random $100 Graceland coming? I was like, you know, it was worth it because
so worth
when
it.
we're obviously gonna go back, but it's like, you know, you have to make the memories while
I
want to
go back for that Elvis week, which altogether is probably gonna be like $4,000.
Just add it to the credit card.
Like a set of braces.
Set of braces.
Okay.
Set of braces. Braces or Graceland? Oh, I don't care if I messed up teeth. I'll go to Graceland.
Okay.
Graceland,
we miss you.
Oh my God, we love you, Elvis.
But if we could circle back
right
to when we did our bracket episode.
Right. Elvis, football, basketball.
It's like the 3 TVs in our head. Like
Stephon Diggs, Stephen Curry, and all this. Okay, so as you guys know, a couple episodes ago, we made a bracket, an NCAA college tournament bracket, and we kind of made it a little bit farther than I thought we were going to do it.
Well,
who did you put for your winner?
Like the national champion?
Yeah.
Gonzaga.
Who? Who's that?
Gonzaga, the Bulldogs.
With one of the teams with the Dogs mascot?
Yeah.
I picked that Drake, but guys, listen up. I put that Connecticut was going to make it to the Elite 8. And that's pretty good. That's the right. No, that's right before Final Four, which after Final Four is the national championship. So, I mean, I pretty much had the bracket.
Yeah, you won.
I won. Well, when we started with Connecticut, right?
Mm-hmm.
Their record was 31-3.
Yeah.
Their final record was 37-3. So they lost no games. They literally lost no games.
But then the final score of UConn versus Purdue, very close, 75-60.
Is it me or does that
feel?
That was a close one. Does that feel like 75 points? Does that feel low or is that just me? Or am I just like overthinking it?
Well, I mean, I could personally never score that much. Mine would be
Double
like
of it,
14.
give it to the next person. 14, that's pretty good. I mean, 75-6. I feel like if you got to think about it, right? The most amount of points you can get is 3 points. So that's pretty good.
I guess the new rule is if you make the half court shot, you do the 3 times the 2. It's just 6.
It's like if you just multiply, give them 20 points. They're just kids. Come on. They're trying. Do you think they went to like school the following days, or do you think they just were party hard?
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, like you could be in high school playing sports, like, you know, like your hometown college. But if you're this, I'd be like, well, I want to focus more on basketball,
right,
than like school. But
Troy Bolton all over again.
No, I feel like they'd be like, okay, well, if you're playing this, maybe like you take more classes in the beginning.
Yeah, I think probably they sit down with their advisor and be like, like, listen, kid, this is what you got to do in order. Just take these kind of classes, and it will get you through, and you can focus on basketball. Because I mean, they're making money.
Yeah, which is crazy. Do you think? Do you think that like pays for their tuition? Well, it does, right?
They probably get sponsorships like from Nike and Gatorade and
I would
Adidas.
want Coca-Cola to sponsor me.
Like, let me get a Coke Zero on the court in a can. Not a bottle. I want a can. It's different.
A
cold
can.
Yes, it's different. It tastes different. It tastes different.
But that was fun. But then South Carolina.
For the women's NCAA.
Yes. One for them. Their final record, 39-0.
Can you believe they?
Nada.
What's that called again? When you win with
I wish I could tell you.
when you win without missing anything. Oh my god, guys, I know this word.
She knows it.
Drop it in the comments. If you're listening on YouTube, drop it in the comments. Winning streak? Just a winning streak?
Yeah.
I know the word.
Hot streak.
Hot streak. They did it.
But then their score versus Iowa
Uh-huh.
was 87-75 was the game score.
That's close. Again, these are really close games, so it's really just showing that when you put the two teams close to each other, it's going to be neck and neck. Always really good teams, which I kind of like a good game like that where it's like you don't know who's going to win.
Yeah.
What is it? Now it's bothering me when I don't know. I know what it's called. It's like, can we phone a friend? Can we phone Dante?
Siri?
Hey, Siri.
What do you want? Hey, Siri.
She's not speaking.
Thanks. What is it called when you finish a season with 39 wins and no losses?
I think it would just be, what do you have?
She didn't
It's
answer
like,
me.
what is it called when you don't have any losing games? I feel like
What is it called when you have no
no
losing games in a season?
Yep.
A winless season? No.
What? There's
Okay,
a word.
I'm not asking Siri.
Undefeated.
Oh,
Guys,
yes.
it just
You
came
knew
to
that.
me. It just came to
Yeah.
me. I didn't have to think. Undefeated. So they won undefeated. I wish I could do that. I'd probably be like, win 1, lose 10, win
Let's
1,
spice it
lose
up.
3.
Lose 8 in a row.
I mean, hey, the Bills were pretty damn close to it. They lost like 4 games in a row. And didn't the Eagles, remember at the beginning of the 2023-2024 like football season?
Yeah.
They like the Eagles, what was it? No, they were losing like 4, 5, 6 games in a row. And well, people thought that the Super Bowl was going to be the Eagles and the Chiefs back to back.
But it wasn't.
When karma, honestly, you know what? I'll say karma, but if I had to pick like root for the Eagles, root for the Chiefs, I'd probably do maybe the Eagles, East Side Coast.
What?
Also Chiefs, we'd love to have any of you on our podcast. We'd love to
Exactly.
go to your football camps.
Travis, please.
Travis, we do love you. I do love you, Travis. And Andy Reid, you're a really good coach.
You know they listen.
They're literally listening right now. guys, are you out there? But anyway, as I was saying, the Eagles, they lost like 5 games in a row when everyone thought they were going to come back and go to the Super Bowl again. So it really just shows that it could be anybody's game at any time during the season, which is always nice rather than having like one winner and you're like, okay, obviously they're going to go. It's kind of nice having that, like it's really anyone's time, which is pretty awesome.
Well, I thought the bracket was a lot of fun.
Right? I had a good time.
I didn't realize it was going to go by that fast.
And I'm sorry if we bored you. Some people said they were bored.
I know who said it.
We won't name names, but guys, we're trying our best here.
No,
we're trying our
it was
best.
fun though.
Yeah.
But okay, we can do that again next year.
Yep.
But going
Yeah.
circle back to Graceland.
Uh-huh.
While we were there, we were having so much fun. I think it's when we were in one of the museums. Then all of a sudden, Jeanine got some very sad news.
Guys, the way I fell to my knees in the middle of a Walmart.
Yeah, literally in the middle of Walmart. So she got the news that Stefan Diggs was traded or he went or traded
Went?
to the Texans. Jeanine, I'm so sorry. Could you please tell the audience how you feel?
Stefan, you know my heart.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's really honestly difficult to find words, I feel like, because I am a Bills fan. Bills are my favorite team. I have loved Diggs for, I feel like, a long time now. And, right, I'm on vacay. I'm kind of just, living my life. I get a notification on my phone. I'm like, well, what's this? Hold on, let me check. It's from NFL. And anytime an NFL notification comes up on my phone, I have to look right away because it's the anxiety, the who's being traded, who's leaving, who's going here, who's doing what. All of a sudden, I get news that Stephon Diggs was traded to the Texans for Stephon Diggs to the Texans in exchange for a 2025 second round pick. It's just like, what? Like, I've had, as much as I have loved Stephon Diggs, great wide receiver. For me, I really just I feel like I connected with him, and I always had a t-shirt for him, right? But I never got the jersey because I always had a feeling that he would fly away from Buffalo. And as much as it hurts me, he can go be a Texan and try your best, but
good luck.
Yeah, and it's only a 1-year contract, guys, right? We're not signing away 7 years for $90 million. It's a year contract. $22.5 million. I wish I could make that in a year.
We do.
No, literally. And in 2025, he'll become an unrestricted free agent, meaning his first season this year with the Texans could potentially be his last.
Which is crazy.
It's like tiptoeing, kind of trying it out. And a free agent, we talked about it a couple episodes ago. Basically, it's like when your contract is ended and you have the ability to kind of like move around.
But you don't think the Bills would have signed him again?
I think they would have.
If I was him, I would have stayed with the Bills because it's like you feel secure.
And it's not a major city, so you don't feel like,
Yeah.
It's
they have wings.
And pizza. Buffalo pizza is amazing
so
too.
good.
I love the buffalo wings. So, Buffalo is just, we love the Bills and we love them hard. So to see Stephon go was very sad, and he was one of my favorite players. So I'm very sad to see him go. And I know Josh Allen will keep doing what Josh Allen does. And I love you, Josh Allen. And it's sad because they had that really good, like, brotherly connection. And it's hard whenever you see a player that you feel like really close to leaves the team. So that was very sad. But, of course, he could re-sign with Houston if he wanted to in 2025 because he won't be tied to an extension that he originally did sign in Buffalo. But, I mean, would he go back to the Bills? Like, do you think the Bills would take him back if, like, after Houston?
He's just going to go back and forth.
I mean, he's flying.
Just get a jersey, split it down the middle. He could play for both teams.
Like Mama Kelsey, how she has
oh my God, I love
a split
that
one. I need that. But yeah.
That's really, really sad. Sorry that happened.
It's okay, yeah.
Speaking of Mama Kelsey brothers, Jason, the WWE WrestleMania.
We got to talk about it.
Guys, it was in Philadelphia, and we had a layover in Philadelphia on the way home, and when we got off, like, I just kept seeing, like, signs everywhere for WrestleMania, and then we go and we turn to go to our terminal, and they just have, like, a ring.
Yes, there's, like, a fake ring. Yes, I remember that.
So I was like, man, we should have stayed. Can you imagine?
When was WrestleMania again?
That Saturday. They had, like, a 2-night. I guess ever since COVID, they split it, like, from Saturday and half night and then Sunday. And then, guys, The Rock was there.
We had The Rock. We had John Cena.
The Undertaker.
I
was so confused.
Hit after hit after hit.
You had John Cena with the jorts. Undertaker in a sweatsuit.
Iconic.
The Rock and, like, an Elvis-inspired.
Love.
I was like, oh, okay, then that, oh my God, but Roman
and Jason
Reigns,
Kelsey, too.
Oh, yeah, Jason Kelsey helped out the Rey Mysterio match.
I love that they bring him in. He's such a classic guy. I love him. But
you could just tell by the body.
He's dead.
And then, of course, the shirt came off.
Yep, he loves to take off the shirt. I kind of wanted Roman Reigns to win, but
I love Roman Reigns. I've touched him, touched his hand before.
Where did you see him?
I think it was Buffalo. He came for, like, one of the Monday Night Raw shows, and I am obsessed with him.
So we're gonna go again
so much. Yeah, and he came down the stairs, and I, like, shoved my way. I was, like, leaning over these people, and I was like, I touched his arm.
Oh, was it warm?
Yeah, you ever see me on TV doing it?
Santina touches the arm.
Lady, don't touch him.
Do you think he would come on the podcast for free?
I'll buy you a burger.
Cindy,
we'll sign something for you.
Get your t-shirt. But can you believe it's like for me, that kind of felt like an Avengers movie when it's like another character from a different film shows up and becomes part of the plot. Like The Rock. Was it John Cena then The Rock or Rock then John Cena?
I think John Cena was the second night, but I think it was.
Oh, I thought it was all in one night.
No, they split it because the first night it was Roman Reigns and The Rock against Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they fought. But then the second night, I think it was just Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
Cody Rhodes won, but The Rock came out to help Roman Reigns. Then John Cena came out in his jorts, and I think he colored his hair.
Iconic.
Mm-hmm.
John Cena did?
It looks really dark.
I mean,
it's not like his buzz cut.
Yeah.
That
but I think oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you can go.
I was gonna say just hearing like the intro, like the intro songs to like their being like or the dun for the Undertaker.
That was
like
so scary.
It's
I never
like
liked
what?
that.
It's like you don't expect that. And I feel like for the fans, like hearing that's like it's about to happen because they're not just gonna tease that. And then it went dark, and all of a sudden you see the Undertaker behind the Rock, and he's like, "What's going on? What's going on?"
My favorite thing is when like the popular superstars, they just like make like a guest like surprise appearance. They do one move and all of a sudden it ends the whole entire match. I'm like, okay, and then the other guys are wrestling for like 40 minutes.
Yep.
Like,
just pin them down.
sweating, out of breath. And this one,
me,
just like slam them down and they're done.
I like the move where it's like they get thrown back against the ropes and their bodies like physically bounce.
That looks like it's. I don't think I could ever be a wrestler.
No, don't they say it's like half of it's like fake? Like you get trained like to safely do it.
Yeah, but
then
I
why
could
do
never.
why do people bleed then?
I
It's
don't
fake.
know.
It's fake blood.
I don't want to get hit with a metal chair. Also, Logan Paul.
Random.
He also wrestled. I guess the Prime drink was sponsoring it or something.
He's the owner of Prime, right?
Yeah. And then in Philadelphia, I guess they like each night and for Raw, Monday Night Raw, I guess Philadelphia like broke the record for how many people were like in attendance.
That's pretty cool though. That's awesome.
Know for Raw they were saying that they couldn't put all the monitors up or something because they had to make more room for seats.
Oh.
Guys, I like wrestling. It's fun.
Guys, we're going to take Santina to another match and we'll go
There's
live
so much-
from WrestleMania. Girls Gone Sports. Put us in the ring. Put us in the ring.
Ding, ding, ding.
I think you and I would just stand there just smiling. Like
I would just be bound, like jumping because I just think kind of like a trampoline.
like an altitude or a
Like
sky zone.
a lot of them make it look like so easy to get into the ring. I would have to, like kind of jump and then get my leg up and then roll.
Yeah, why do they make it look so easy?
I don't know, but the costumes don't look very comfortable.
Can I get bike shorts and a t-shirt and some Crocs?
Joggers,
Jorts,
athletic tee, yoga pants.
Yoga. Can you imagine doing like do people ever wrestle in full jeans?
Wait, someone did. Oh my god, who was it? Oh my god, someone wrestled in jeans. And I was like, why are they wearing
Chef
jeans?
Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee. What was his move? The ravioli?
The roll down.
That was funny.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know, but it seems fun. I like wrestling.
Wrestling is fun. I feel like it's fun to watch with like people around you so you can react, kind of like football.
Yeah,
I think it's a good time.
it's so much fun.
And I like when the cameras get up and personal with like the people, or like they make the dramatic storylines. You know what I'm talking about? They make the dramatic storylines, like someone like rushing
They're
in.
like, we were once brothers.
I'm like,
And then you turned.
then he turned to the dark side. I'm like, is this a soap opera?
This isn't you.
Please stop. This isn't.
I wouldn't be able to like keep like a straight face because I would just be laughing.
I'm like, but the script said turn to John Cena and kiss him on the cheek. I'm just confused. We're just girls.
I just love how John Cena has always stuck to the jorts.
It's the dad
and
shorts.
The sneakers.
The sneaker. I'm like, just put some tights on, brother. Come on.
John
What would
Cena.
you do if the Salvatore brothers from the Vampire Diaries like were in the ring with like those exact outfits?
The jorts.
Sure.
They just don't look comfortable because it's like, are your legs hot? Are they cold?
Like you get air conditioning.
And they're so wide.
How about some pajama pants?
Like a nightgown?
And like a moo from Walmart. Love those. They're like $20 now. I'm like, can you not?
I'll just get my my wrestling gear from like Shein or something. Temu.
Wish
Wish we'll get that in 4 years.
Oh my god. Okay, so we're putting it in our plans. We're going to a wrestling show.
There's so much fun live.
Do they like take breaks or?
I think they have like a brief intermission.
Yeah.
Because I think in October we went to like this super show because it wasn't live, but like Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown.
Why is it called Raw?
I have no idea.
Just like Raw in person, like Raw fight.
I don't know. I honestly don't know why.
The owner, WWE, email me. We'll talk. Yeah. Oh my god. Hey, but we're just girls. And at the end of the day, we know something ish about sports.
Just a little.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Well, Santina, I guess we're going to have to keep everyone updated what's happening with football, what's happening with baseball. There's so much going on.
Oh, there is baseball.
Guys, we'll talk about baseball soon. Take me out to the ball game. We sang that last week or 2 weeks ago. Ball games. Well, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to follow us along on Instagram at Girls Gun Sports Pod. You can find us on all streaming platforms where you get podcasts: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, and you can find us on TikTok at Girls Gone Sports Pod. We will see you next week for episode 10. So we have been Girls Gone Sports Podcast. Yeah, baseball.